Did you know sometimes it actually pays to be legally married, especially if you're a high net worth individual? And I'll tell you why. So right now, for ultra high net worth individuals, there's something that I discussed in an earlier video called the estate tax. And in 2026, if you pass away with over $15 million in your name, anything that's over $15 million is going to be taxed by the IRS. However, one planning advantage that married couples do have is a special irrevocable trust called the Credit Shelter Trust, also known as the bypass trust. The idea is that when the first spouse passes away, instead of leaving everything outright to the surviving spouse, $15 million goes into the Credit Shelter Trust, or whatever the exemption amount for estate taxes is that year, goes into the Credit Shelter Trust. Whatever's left over, let's say $5 million is left over, goes to the surviving spouse in their individual name. The surviving spouse then elects the unlimited marital deduction, so they don't have to pay taxes on that $5 million. Now, let's say that the surviving spouse spent down the $5 million that they have inherited in whatever funds they had themselves, and they need to go into the Credit Shelter Trust. Now, the Credit Shelter Trust allows them to get funds, but only for necessities: health, education, maintenance, such as mortgage payments, groceries, car payments, whatever to maintain the surviving spouse's life. However, when the surviving spouse passes away, whatever's in the Credit Shelter Trust is not considered a part of the surviving spouse's estate. And here's the key. So if the assets inside the Credit Shelter Trust grew in value, let's say it was stocks and bonds or even real estate in the Credit Shelter Trust, and it grew in value even over the estate tax exemption amount. Let's say whatever is in the Credit Shelter Trust is now worth $21 million. And when the surviving spouse passes, the estate tax exemption is $17 million. The beneficiaries of this trust do not have to pay any estate taxes because this trust is not considered a part of the surviving spouse's estate. So that's a scenario wherein estate taxes was avoided completely. And sometimes, best case scenario, minimized. So if you are a married multimillionaire or billionaire, work with a knowledgeable estate planning attorney today and get yourself your Credit Shelter Trust.
This content is informational only and not legal advice. Please speak with a licensed Florida estate planning or probate attorney about your particular circumstances.